Hello everyone, this is Charlie with HotTipsCentral.com, and I just got the Steve Jobs book today. I ordered this 3 weeks ago, but apparently Amazon decided that it would be best if I received it 4 days after it was released. That's kind of cool. Good for them, right? Okay, so this is actually not about the Steve Jobs book. I just thought I'd bring that out because it's an awesome book, I think. At least I hope it is. I hear really good things, so I can't wait to read it. But this is day 7 with Android, and I am excited to share all of my wonderful adventures with all of you. So, let's get started. The first adventure I'd like to share is the fact that I no longer have a double lock screen. I did for a while, but yeah, I did for a while, but I don't now. The issue was with Ripple Lock. It was an update that they released early this morning. Actually, as I was leaving the video about my double lock problem, they were releasing an update to fix the double lock problem. And so when I updated it, it stopped doing its thing. And then today it started doing it again after they updated it. And I was like, whoop, that didn't do it. And now it stopped. So maybe it's like an on-off thing. I guess I'll keep you posted on the double lock screen thing. Today was also a day of me going, I guess, app crazy. I tried to download a bunch of free stuff from the market. I wanted to just kind of experiment and see where stuff was. The first thing I noticed about my App Store excursion, this is not the App Store, I'm sorry. This is the Android market. The first thing I noticed about my Android market excursion is that things are pretty free. A lot of good things are free anyway. However, downside to every free thing is a lot of the free things, not all, but a lot of the free things are ad supported, which I'm all for. Honestly, put ads in your apps. If you make them free for people, put them in your apps. I mean, you spend hours and hours coding in front of a computer to make something that people actually like and will use. So you put a lot of effort into it, and it's something that's really intricate and original. Put ads in it. Get some compensation for your work. The only time I don't really condone an ad-supported free app is if it's something that's so damn basic that didn't really take much time to do. Like InkPad. Good stuff. I've got Fruit Ninja. I've got Words with Friends downloaded again, although I won't be using it really. The interface is pretty similar. All the Angry Birds were free, which is just blew me away. I mean, I knew the first one was, but I didn't know all of them were. So that was a pretty pleasant surprise. Of course, you had like zombie games and hanging with friends, and you had like MP3 downloaders that I tried, and none of them are any good. The one thing that I came across that I hadn't really thought of to get, which is odd because I actually said I was about to do it in a previous video, is Iris. I went and got Iris. This is an alpha. It's in alpha stage, but I went and got Iris. For those of you guys who don't know what Iris is, it's supposed to be like a Siri mock-up, I guess, a Siri competitor, so to speak, such as just like Speak to It was and stuff. And I went ahead and gave Iris a try today. First thing I noticed about Iris is that it understands what I say quite well. The words that I speak, it gets them right most of the time, even when I speak quickly. So the voice recognition to text is very good with Iris, I believe. It's an alpha stage, so it's not full release or anything yet, but the voice recognition technology in it is pretty good. Having said that, its ability to give me accurate results that I want are terrible. Absolutely disgusting. I mean, I can go, what's the weather like today?
A normal 70 degrees inside the computer.
A normal 70 degrees inside the computer. What's the weather like today? A normal 70 degrees inside the computer. Yeah, that's relevant to me. Absolutely, that's exactly what I wanted to know on a day where it's raining all day and it almost snowed. That's really perfectly accurate. Having said that though, this is an alpha app. So the first step to getting a voice thing right to compete with Siri is to get my words right. And that's something that Speak to It couldn't do. Speak 2 was terrible at that. And I don't care if it's the fact that I'm talking fast, and I don't care if it's the fact that I don't really enunciate all of my words fully when I talk. Siri had no problem. And so that's like the standard for people have to deal with. Vlingo is like the happy middle. Vlingo is doing most of it right, but it messes up some words. I wish I could do voice search with Iris. I wish I could do the technology or whatever Iris is using to pull up what I'm saying. I wish I could use that for my searches with my voice and my texting with my voice, because that would be really cool. Because it's much more accurate than anything I've seen so far. Of course, given how effective the results are, I could probably do a text message to my buddy John and it would instead do a Google search for gorillas or something. I mean, lots of work to be done on the accuracy issue. But, yeah, it can take my voice and turn it into text and get almost everything right every time. So it's a good start. Keep it up, guys. Now to end the video by responding to some questions. First question I want to respond to is to the question, have you used Flash yet? The answer is no, I haven't. I haven't really seen a need for it yet. I've been browsing quite a few sites. I'll see like little boxes where it says download this or whatever, and I'll click it and it'll be a video and I'll open it and I'll play it, and these are all YouTube videos. And I actually don't like it as much as on the iPhone, and the reason why is because when I click a video to watch it, I like to watch it, like on full screen, like boom. By default, this just plays it in the browser. It's differences, but I'd rather have the video up front and center. So, maybe it's got something to do with the way Flash is done in a browser, I don't know. But so far, I haven't really had a need for Flash. I'm looking forward to having a need for Flash because I'd really love to understand why people want it. And no, it's not because I'm an eye-sheep or any other type of term that you want to put on somebody other than yourself, thinking that it doesn't make you yourself that same thing on the other side. I really would like to have a need for Flash, but I don't see it. I don't see the need for Flash on a mobile device. It just isn't there. Prove me wrong, give me a site, tell me, hey, you're going to love it, and you couldn't watch it unless you had Flash. Okay. To the second question, actually it's more of a comment. I've been getting it a lot actually. And no, I'm not going to be rating anymore based on the Atrix. I'm trying to excuse things that the Atrix doesn't have that other devices might have. I'm fully aware that there are some things that are not on this that are included in another device and other devices. I'm fully aware of Android's segmentation as far as what devices get something and some don't get something else, and how confusing that is for consumers. I'm just going to assume some of the things which I'm hearing are specific to the Motorola platform and the Atrix itself. I'm just kind of trying to ignore those. It's one of the reasons why I gave the points back for visual voicemail, and it's another reason why I gave all of the points back for the Notes app, even though I did have to go and search for one. I'm fully aware that some people do have it. And then technically I gave you another half a point for the double lock screen thing. That was more like another way of me compensating for that before, without actually telling you I'm compensating for it before. Which I guess I just sort of did. The last thing I want to respond to is to a few of the people who just refuse to understand that I'm attempting to be as perfectly unbiased as possible. I'm looking at this really eager to want it to work. I'm looking at this really eager for this to just work for me. I'll say things that you don't like. I will say things that you don't agree with. Deal with it. The thing you have to take from this, and I'm guilty of it too, believe me, I'll admit it, I'm guilty of it too. When you like something, and somebody else says something bad about that thing you like, you can react a little bit wrong. The words you say might be right, or they might not be right. Either way, you need to respect other people's opinions. The only thing I'm saying are the things that I'm seeing. I'm physically using the device. I'm not speaking out of some randomness that I don't know what I'm talking about. And if you yourself have never used any other platform other than Android, if you've never tried an iPhone, then don't talk about the iPhone. Don't say it sucks. Don't say it's this. Don't say it's that. You don't know what it is. All you have to go by is what other people say. And what other people say is not the best information that you can get. All I do is I go, that's odd. Make a note of it. I'm going to say that tonight. That's it. That's all it is. It's pretty simple. So don't say I'm overly critical, because that's the entire point of this, is to be critical of this. Honestly, everything should be criticized. Everything should be questioned in life. Nothing should go unquestioned. So question away. Do it. Ask me questions. Tell me to get stuff. Tell me to download stuff. Tell me to try this. Tell me to try that. Go get this one. To just remember that when I say this is happening, or I don't like this, or this is stupid, or this should definitely have this, and I wave this phone, that's just what I believe in. It's not about platforms. It's not about Apple, Samsung, Motorola, LG, HTC. There's no favorites. That's how I believe. This needs to have certain things. A mobile phone needs to have certain things. I mean, you're going to need things in your life that I don't need. And I'm going to want some things in my life that you don't need, like notes. You may not agree with everything. That's going to happen. Nothing I can do about it. Just remember, kind of try to be a little respectful, all right? Because I'm trying. A lot of iPhone owners wouldn't do this 30 days with the Android thing. They just wouldn't do this. They'd be like, ugh. I told my mom I was going to use an Android for a while. She went, whoa, what? Is it any good? Are you feeling okay? Let me check your temperature. Are you okay? Okay, maybe I made that last part up. So, yeah, just go with me, all right? Follow me on this journey, all right? I've got, day 7 now, so I've got, I can't even count, 23 days left, right? 23 days. I don't know if I'll make 23 more videos, but 23 more days. Just go with me. It'll be fun, and we'll both learn some stuff. That's the best part. We'll both learn some stuff. So as far as the ratings go, it wasn't an 8. Had a pretty good day. For the fact that, and I feel like every time I change a rating, I need to tell why. So I'm going to change the rating again today. I'm going to put it up to 8.5. I'm going to raise it up again. And the reason why is because your Android market, it has a lot of stuff free. There is a lot less paid apps, and the apps that are paid apps, I'm noticing aren't nearly as expensive as some of the apps on the App Store. Of course, there's the negatives to that, being that they're all ad supported, and a lot of the ads actually get in your way and annoy you repetitively over and over again, repetitively over and over again, repetitively over and over again. But I think for the most part, having a software base that's mostly free for the public is a positive thing. I'll give you 8.5 for that. So guys, thanks for joining me. That's my video for today. Again, I am Charlie from hottipscentral.com, and I will see you tomorrow.